Shrinkflation is the process of items shrinking in size or quantity, or even reducing quality while the price stays the same, and in some cases increases. Shrinkflation allows companies to increase their profit by reducing costs in sneaky ways. Shrinkflation hits many products such as chocolate bars, cereal, and even things like toilet paper. Research shows that food and drinks account for 75% of the products hit by shrinkflation, but reaches many things like napkins, paper towels, dish soap. Many companies dodge the question of shrinkflation of their products. Some companies justify the decrease in size to things like increased cost of production, just like when Mars Wrigley, who owns the well-known M&M and Maltesers, they brought to light the reason for their shrinkflation. A spokesperson for their company says that the cost of raw materials and manufacturing costs, things like sugar, milk, cocoa butter, and even plastics used for the wrapper. They say they try not to make any changes to the size, but they're forced to make the difficult decision to reduce the size or make less money. In recent years, industry has faced sharp increases in cost of essential packaging and raw materials to make the food and drinks. There's thousands of examples of shrinkflation all over the world. Actually, I want to share some pictures comparing products before and after shrinkflation. First is this product from Quality Street. It's the same product, but in different time zones. Look how much bigger the 80s is compared to now. There are obvious examples, but then there are some that are barely noticeable. The left one here is before shrinkflation, the right one is after shrinkflation. At first glance, everything looks the same. Looking at fluid ounces, the left comes in 59 where the right comes in 52. Companies are sneaky like this by changing the design of the bottles to make it look like the original but cut down on the fluid ounces. Shrinkflation doesn't only apply to food products. The shampoo was originally 420 milliliters, but now it's 400 milliliters. At first glance, the bottles look the same, but that's how companies sneakily lessen the product. They make it look like the same while the actual products become less and less. But if you look really closely, the cap gets slightly bigger, and the second bottle, it pushes the actual bottle down, leaving it for less product to actually be inside. I can keep going because shrinkflation runs through the whole industry, but you get the point. This chart shows products in the UK, and the ones highlighted in blue are the products that had a size increase, while the ones in yellow are the products that seen a size reduction. It is obvious to the eyes that the yellow dominates the blue, making it apparent that shrinkflation hits majority of the products. We as consumers are getting less and less by coming years, and you probably have seen shrinkflation since it's so common.